Hey friends, welcome back to the channel with another movie reaction. Today we're going to be watching the winner of the August Patreon poll. It's going to be Knives Out, and this was a very big film I heard on Netflix a couple years ago, and I just never had the chance to get into it. I know it stars Daniel Craig, Chris Evans, and I heard Jamie Lee Curtis is in this. I haven't seen Daniel Craig in anything other than James Bond, and I haven't seen Chris Evans as anything except for Captain America, so it'll be very interesting to see them in a different role. But yeah, I'm excited to get started with this. If you want to watch the full reaction or you want to see movie reactions a week early, you can check out Patreon in the link in the description below. Otherwise, take a quick moment to leave a like and let's get started. Dog. Oh. I thought that statue was just a person who had done it, just sitting there. Did you snap awake because you killed him?
Alice, turn that off.
We had the nanny.
It's almost over now.
Your sister just had a friend she loves slit his throat open, and she doesn't need to be hearing that right now. Let's be sensitive.
I don't know if the yelling helped.
What?
What?
You with the help?
Hey, her name's Marta. She was Granddad's nurse. She's with us. The help?
The help.
It's okay. I'm sorry. No,
Sorry.
It's not okay.
You know, the funeral helped, I guess, just seeing him. I thought you should have been there. I was outvoted.
Get arrested. Die up your own
Wow.
ass for all I care.
Richard.
So, how you doing, kiddo?
We're just
Your
gonna
phone
read
while you
this
ask
ourselves.
them personal
Formality.
questions?
We're with Linda Drysdale, Nee Thromby, Harlan Thromby's eldest daughter.
We're very sorry for your loss.
Thank you. That means a lot.
It's a lot of knives, and they're
So we
in and
understand
not
that
out.
night, did anyone besides the family show face?
Fran, the housekeeper,
He was a nice guy.
Ramona from The Big Bang Theory.
Harlan's mom.
Hi, Nana.
Whoa.
Mom,
Nana?
wow. How old is she?
We have no idea.
No idea.
Hey, and your son, Ransom. Did he attend as well?
Ransom?
Yes, but he left early.
His name's Ransom?
Harlan started out with a Rusty Smith Corona and built himself into one of the best-selling mystery writers of all time.
Mystery writer.
Harlan Thromby's youngest son. So you run your father's publishing company?
Yeah. You guys fans?
I mean, I don't do much fiction reading myself.
Big
but-
fan. I'm a big fan. We all got here around 8. My wife, Donna, she's my rock. My son,
She scares
Jacob,
easily. Gee.
He's 16, politically active.
The boy is literally an
What does that mean?
He's an
Oh,
outright troll
jeez.
dipshit.
Very politically active.
The night went well.
I mean, we're
Wow.
all gutted. I was happy to have that night with him, to be by his side, to think about our books.
Joni Thromby, Harlan Thromby's daughter-in-law.
It's that balance of opposites that's the nugget of flam.
Sorry, the nugget of...
Flam.
Flam?
Oh, yeah, Flam, your skincare company. Sorry.
Oh.
Give you. Who is that guy? And why are we doing all this
This
again?
is just some follow-up questions.
Okay. So who the fuck is that?
Mr. Blanc is a private investigator of great renown.
Wait a minute.
Private
I read
investigator.
a tweet.
I just buried my 85-year-old father who committed suicide. Why are you here?
I'm here at the behest of a client.
Who?
I cannot say. You will find me a respectful, quiet,
This accent.
passive observer.
Harlan hired her to be around to take care of whatever medical needs popped up. But really, she's like part of the family.
But Charlie, Walt runs the merchandising, adaptations, film and television rights. I mean,
Are you baiting me, detective?
I think he kind of
You
is.
know he doesn't. If you think I am dumb enough to be baited into shit-talking my baby brother in front of a police detective and a state trooper,
Walt doesn't run shit. There are no TV and film rights. Harlan never
Amazing.
allowed any ad. Come on, Ed. Wouldn't leave him alone, the poor guy. Harlan finally had to give him the hook.
I've done you a grave disservice. I've kept you from building something of your own that was yours.
Firing
Dad,
him.
are you firing me?
No,
Yes.
we'll talk details tomorrow.
Ooh.
You want to talk about an argument? Hell, Ransom had an argument with him. Look, we all love Ransom. He's a good kid. We love him.
But
But he's always been the black sheep of the family. We couldn't make it out, really, but it was huge. And it's strange. They went into another room to do it. Usually, they like to stoke up drama in front of the whole family.
Speaking of getting into it.
Oh.
I'm warning you.
No, she deserves
You stay out of my
know.
marriage.
She deserves to know, and you're going to tell her.
The hell I am!
You tell her, or I will.
Everyone's lying.
Yes. Harlan had finally decided to put his mom in a nursing home, and Linda had always opposed that. Harlan wanted me to tell her then.
Lies.
Sorry, forgot.
Forgot.
The house?
What were you seeing Harlan about?
No one's
This is a
forthcoming.
mix-up with the payment for Meg's tuition.
You have been double-dipping Meg's tuition and stealing from me. $100,000 a year. This is the last money you or Meg will get from me.
Don't punish Meg for it. Everybody seems extremely nervous, even though
No, I was just in with the...
only one person has to be guilty, unless they all conspire to kill him together. He's hiding. When they say Marta's family, how family is she? Did he write her into his will? Please tell me the police got to it already. Damn it. You don't let people rummage around when you're still investigating a... There was nothing on it. She's nervous as heck. She seems most nervous, actually. Everybody has something to hide.
Where are you going?
Harlan Thrombey's nurse. How many hours a week?
Started at 15 and then he needed more help.
Medical help.
He needed a friend.
You have a regurgitative reaction to Miss Truden.
What?
Who told you that?
Is it true?
No. Blech.
Yes. It's
Wow.
something I've had since I was a kid.
Is Richard having an affair?
An affair?
A yes or no will do.
No.
Oh, shit!
Here,
Oh, man.
take a sip of this.
Wow.
Obviously right. Was Harlan planning on cutting off Joni's allowance?
No. Double dipping.
Harlan had turned Walter down before regarding film rights, but that night something Harlan said shook him. Now we look at the pattern. Harlan was cleaning house.
Ah.
I'm here because this morning someone dodged a very important question. Linda asked who hired me.
Who hired you?
Ah.
I do not know.
Ah.
The stairs leading up to Harlan's bedroom and his attic office creak horribly. And Linda is a light sleeper, so we know every time someone took the stairs at night.
Hmm. A lot of nice
First
details.
was when Joni heard a ka-thunk from somewhere above her in the house. He was fine. Go to bed.
Go to bed, Joni.
Love you.
Love you.
So she did.
Love you after he cut her off?
10 minutes, Walt was smoking a cigar on the porch with his son. He saw her leave and drive off. Noted the time, midnight. Harlan, who came down for a midnight snack.
Okay.
Go back to bed.
Based on this, the medical examiner determined the time of death to be between 12:15 and 2 a.m. As
So
Walt was
Marta
finishing
couldn't have
his
done it.
cigar at about Harlan slit right through his carotid. We saw from the blood spat patterns that they were uninterrupted, meaning it's almost impossible for anyone to have been around him at
Right.
the time.
Would have sprayed everywhere.
He's the one who cut his own throat. All right, I don't know why we keep going over this.
Everyone can lie. Well, almost everyone.
Almost everyone.
Tell us what happened in that half hour.
If you're going to put that vile shit in me, you'll have to earn it. On my birthday. 85th birthday.
Fine.
I'm so old.
You really love drama, huh? You ready?
I'll whip your ass.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
How
Aw.
dare you?
Why can't I beat you at this game?
Because I'm not playing to beat you. I'm playing to build a beautiful pattern.
That's elder abuse.
That's elder abuse.
AARP.
Don't make me get the girl.
Hello? Hello? Get under a door frame. Yeah.
That didn't seem loud enough though. It hit the
Right,
carpet.
closer.
It hit the carpet, right?
Jesus, Ransom. There's so much of me in that kid. Confident, stupid, playing life like a game without consequence.
Does omitting the truth cause her to regurgitate?
You had a long day. You wanted the drugs?
You mean the good stuff?
Yeah.
The good stuff.
Why did I wait till my mid-age to become a morphine user? What a schmuck.
What? What?
Oh my God.
She mixed it up?
You gave me 100 milligrams of the good stuff.
100 milligrams?
But what is the good stuff's dosage supposed to be?
3 milligrams.
No, that's much less. So what happens?
What the heck?
I'm gonna give you an emergency shot of naloxone so you don't die in 10 minutes.
Interesting and efficient method of murder. I need to write this down. So, if someone switched the meds on purpose...
Yes, 10 minutes.
Yeah, from the moment of injection.
I have it because it comes with the kids. It should be here. It has to be. It's like, I don't know. It's not here. So I'm gonna use the phone, okay? To call an ambulance.
But he didn't die of a morphine overdose. He died of a slit throat. What?
Harlan, I need to call the ambulance.
Stop
They
this.
need to get here.
No time. You have to listen.
I'm calling the family.
That's what it was.
We have got to get you out of this. Think of your mom.
Oh, he's a mystery writer who can get... Wow. And his last act is helping her get away with it. And then slitting his own throat to cover the cause of death.
Your mom is still undocumented. She'll be found out and at best deported, and your family will be broken. But we're not going to let that happen, are we? Huh?
Oh, man.
You have to do exactly what I tell you. Call attention to the time,
God, it's midnight already.
if you can. Then to avoid the security cameras, pull off the road before the carved elephant.
Avoid the security cameras?
Was it before or after?
After the carved elephant.
No, he said before.
Be after for the carved elephant.
Did not avoid the security cameras,
Park,
apparently.
climb the side trellis and come in through the trick hall window.
Trick hall
You gotta
window.
be kidding me.
I am not. Do it. And for God's sake, don't make any noise.
Whoa.
This is crazy. I don't think I can do
We need
that.
to make this so airtight that the average cop will entirely dismiss you as a suspect.
The average
It sounds
cop.
crazy.
Dad, go back to bed.
You were seen leaving. The security cameras show you driving off. And don't be seen.
Crap. Crap.
Ransom,
Ransom?
are you back again already?
No. Nope. Go. Leave.
You know I can't lie. I'll puke.
Well, then don't lie. Tell fragments of the truth in this exact order.
Whoa.
At some point, he knocked the board over.
At some point.
Joni came up to check on us.
What kind of medication did you give him?
Since his injury, I've been giving him 100 milligram IV push of Toradol. And to help him sleep, 3 milligrams of morphine.
Your family was aware of this.
Yes, of course.
This is what she
You noticed
normally
anything
does.
strange or off about his demeanor?
And nothing wrong about his demeanor is what triggered it. She's remembering. Did he cut off Ransom?
We are losing our way of life and our culture. There
That's
are
right.
millions of Mexicans coming.
Oh, God.
And don't make this a
Really?
race thing. You
Yeah,
always make
this is
this
not
a
about
race thing.
race.
I would say the same thing.
Holy
if we
crap.
were European.
America is for Americans.
Don't point at me.
Where's Martha? Is she still here?
Oh,
Martha,
God, don't.
Come on
No,
over.
Richard.
Come on over, Martha.
Ah.
You're shitting me.
Martha.
Oh, come on. Don't involve her in this.
Family is you work hard and you'll earn your share from the ground up, just like Dad and like all the rest of us.
Sure.
I bet you agree with.
Hey, friend, do you still have your stash?
Stash. Weed.
Dinner to eat?
Walt.
Nana?
Walt, she's fine. She ate the entire salmon spread already.
Did you tell Marta yet what we all talked about?
No, not yet. Is now a good time?
Yes, a very good time right now.
What? What is this?
Have you been smoking grass?
No.
Marta, we've been talking it over, and the whole family, we'd like to take care of you. I thought you should have been at the funeral. By the way, I was outvoted.
Everybody. How many people are going to say that? I was outvoted.
Tomorrow morning, I search the grounds on the house, begin my investigation. I want you to be by my side for it.
What?
My confidant, my eyes and ears.
Hey, wait, Detective, why me?
I trust your kind heart.
And your inability to lie.
You had nothing to gain from Harlan's death.
She has to help him find out who the killer is. Reminds me of The Good Place with Eleanor having to help Michael find out what's wrong with the neighborhood.
Right now.
Damn.
And everything will be just fine. I promise.
He's gonna do it in front of her if he... She had to see that too. He did it, so she would have no choice but to go. Isn't it standard procedure to autopsy the body anyway? Find out that there's 33 times the amount of painkiller as there normally should be? She has blood on her shoe. Oh crap.
Pull off the road after the carved elephant.
After.
Can we see the actual...
Crap.
Of course you can.
Should be coming up now to the time when
Eject.
the party ended.
What happened?
You got to keep holding it down or else it'll eject. That thing eats tapes like
She fried it?
I can hang on to that. Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, Wagner,
This is
you got
fascinating.
Oh,
crap.
It's a pleasant thing to say, isn't it?
Walk. Walk in those steps. Precisely.
We got footprints here, so...
It's hers. Say it's hers.
Stay there, Marta. No,
Right here.
no.
If you call me?
All right.
Amazing. The broken... Oh my god. Oh my god. It just throws... The dog's gonna come back with it.
I left it here. I always leave it here with Harlan at night.
They must have taken it in as evidence. I'll look into that.
Oh. You can see what medicine was given by how much is missing in a vial, right? Yeah. Silent. They don't like Ransom.
Oh, let me guess.
Captain America himself.
Funny, Ransom, you skipped the funeral, but you're early for the will reading.
What the hell were you doing in the bathroom all night?
Nothing.
Swatting Syrian refugees.
No, I was not.
Alt-right troll.
Liberal snowflake.
I don't know what any of that means.
Means your son's a little creep.
He was in the bathroom.
Joylessly masturbating to pictures of dead deer.
Come on, I've been waiting for this.
Oh my God.
You gotta do this more often.
My will. And then I heard Ransom say, I'm warning you.
Ransom?
Son.
Father.
Did Harlan tell you he was going to cut you out of the will?
Yep.
This might be the best thing that could ever happen to you.
Thank you. My mother, ladies and gentlemen. Eat shit.
What?
How's that?
Please,
Fine.
do not use that word in front of my son.
Eat shit.
If
I wasn't practicing, eat shit.
I would slap that smug smile.
Definitely eat shit. Eat shit. You can all eat shit.
Oh no, he brought it back. Did he? He brought it back. Oh no. Stay off the carpet. Fibers?
Traces of dried mud.
Oh, the mud.
I suspect they go the length of the hallway.
The mud.
And you will find similar samples leading up the trellis on the outside of the house.
Crap.
Harlan altered his will a week before he died.
Altered?
He sealed it.
It's a very short...
Well, yeah, not too complex at all.
Holy crap. No, he didn't.
Crombie, being of sound mind...
He didn't.
I hereby direct that all my assets, both liquid and otherwise,
Holy crap.
I leave in their entirety to Marta Cabrera.
Oh,
My entire
damn.
ownership of Blood like...
No,
And no.
that's not.
No.
That's no. That can't be.
No.
Can I see that, please, Alan?
Everybody's gonna turn on.
Family. So
He cut everybody out.
I said get out! We are the Thrombies, goddammit! This is still our house!
Nope.
Likewise, the house at 2 Dearborn Drive and all belongings therein I leave to Marta Cabrera.
What were you doing? Were you boinking my father? Boinking?
No. I think everybody just needs to cool
You
their
had
jets.
sex with my grandpa, you dirty anchor baby.
Anchor baby. This camera shit. Oh my god.
I'm not on Twitter anymore.
I'm not on Twitter
Add me
anymore.
on Instagram, okay?
Ransom. Ransom. The only one also interested in screwing everyone else over.
This could be the best thing to happen to all of you.
What does he mean by that?
What do you think?
okay, seriously though, what the hell?
There's got to be a bigger reason why, and you know
Well,
it.
how about it had to do more with you guys than with me?
That seems likelier.
My mother built her business from the ground up with $1 million loan from my grandfather.
Yeah.
My father owns none of it. She made him sign a prenup. I know lying makes you puke.
Crap.
Because of that mafia game last 4th of July. I know you just ate a full plate of baked beans and sausage.
You asshole.
You asshole.
Marta, tell me everything.
What about undue influence?
Yeah, undue influence. How about that?
What about the Slayer rule?
The Slayer rule obviously doesn't apply here.
Oh, if she
hell's the
killed
Slayer
him.
rule?
Well,
If she killed
someone
him.
is convicted of killing the person, they don't get their inheritance.
Not even convicted, even if they're held responsible for their death in civil court.
Crap.
Like OJ.
Harlan committed suicide.
And now they're out to prove that he didn't. Did someone see this coming and hired him because of that?
You said the investigation is ongoing.
No.
You made a point of that.
Marta, I have eliminated no suspects.
Hmm.
If Granddad wanted to give Marta everything, then that's what he wanted.
No, this wasn't him. He loved us. You think I can pay for your school?
I think Blank's been on to me from the start. I don't
She
care
told the
what they
truth?
do, but my mom, my sister,
I always thought I was the only one that could beat him at Go.
Oh.
I always thought that meant something.
you could just turn me in right now and still get your cut of the inheritance. Why?
Because fuck my family. I can help you get away with this. And then, you're gonna give me my cut of the inheritance.
There we go.
Look, no one knows I'm calling you. I wanted to say sorry for how everyone was. I think you should give it back to us. I know he was like family to you, but we're his actual family. You know this isn't fair. We've
Fair.
always been good to you, and she says I'm gonna have to drop out of school. No, Meg. Listen, I won't let that happen. Thanks. And once I...
Wow.
No matter how good this Blanc guy thinks he is, he's got nothing. Hey, relax.
Oh god.
Cabrera, or her exact relation.
She's on the news.
Is that here?
Oh, yeah, it is.
God damn.
Wait, so is that true?
This is so screwy.
And asking you if it isn't presumptuous of me not to think too harshly of your family, if I am, as I suspect, the first to console you.
Wow.
They're young. I think you're very perceptive and very capable of telling me what you saw.
Is he just grasping at straws here?
Wait, I'm in no rush.
I don't like any of this, Marta. ¿Qué está pasando? I don't like
Yeah.
I'll be back later. Please don't talk to anyone. ¿Con quién voy a hablar?
Shoot. All this attention's the last thing you want.
The kind of press and scrutiny that this kicks up, and we know with your mother.
Oh, come on.
My
You're
mother?
threatening her?
You're saying that even if it came to light, with the family's resources, you could help me fix it.
Yeah, with the right lawyers.
Harlan gave me all your resources. I'll be able to fix it. So I guess I will find the right lawyers.
Marta,
That's how you deal with someone who threatens
better
you.
be sure that
which really sucks. I know what you did. Oh, crap. It burned down? Oh, that is... What? Who's covering up it? Did Ransom do this? To cover up the evidence?
Speaking of security, the surveillance tape at the Thrombey estate was all scrambled for some reason.
Magnetic.
What's still pending from the autopsy?
Right.
Just a report on the blood work.
Yeah, that's it. 1209 Columbus Road, 10 a.m.
What time is it now? Yeah. You're flooring it?
We gotta go! We gotta go!
You're not gonna outrun them. What's the play here?
Go!
60.
Are you flooring it?
I am literally flooring it.
This is not a very good car.
Oh my god, I'm just pure adrenaline right now. I feel like I swallowed bees. Thank you. I couldn't do this without you.
Get out.
No.
What's going on?
Crap.
Ransom came back, she said.
Ransom.
I don't know what he came back to do, but we'll find out.
She really did think it was Ransom.
You don't need to
Did
think.
he ask you to drive when
Yes.
he saw me coming?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
And now you don't have to split it with him. Oh, did he see?
Coming with us?
I'll drive with Marta.
Can you hide the smell of that?
Station. A case with a hole in the middle. A donut. Become on
It's right there.
Do you mind if I stop for a second? I need to pick something up.
Sure.
Is that suspicious at all? Don't tell me they're dead already. Fran did this? And it's gone. Oh my god.
Did you take something? Well, I'm gonna call an ambulance now. You're gonna be okay. You're gonna be fine, okay?
What the heck?
Stay with me.
You did this. Won't get away with this.
Ooh. Overdosed her.
911, what's your emergency?
The thought of you stays bright. Sometimes I stand in the middle of the floor.
I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Young Ransom just told Lieutenant Elliot everything.
Good. But why did Fran take my morphine? I don't know. It doesn't matter anyway. I have to tell the Thrombys myself. I feel like I owe that to them.
Well, I don't think that's a good
No,
idea.
I have to do it. I need to do it.
Oh
I gave
man.
the doctors my number, so they'll call if anything changes with Fran.
Darn it, I was hoping she would wind up with all the money and the house and everything. Someone's pulling strings here though still.
I'm so sorry I told them about your mom.
Meg, it's okay.
Is it?
I was scared.
It's not a secret you could let anyone in
So
on.
raiding Fran's stash after this.
I know where the tox report is.
You do? Oh, in the yeah. Wait. Now I'm doubting what's in the toxicology report.
What I'm about to say isn't gonna be easy, and you're gonna be upset.
Read
But I
it.
thought
Stop
after
her,
what
stop
I've
her.
gone through, that you
Stop her,
deserve
stop her.
To hear it from me.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
You're a pack of vultures at the feast. Knives out, beaks bloody.
Knives out.
The manner of death in the case of Harlan Thrombey is ruled as suicide. And the case is closed.
Lunk.
What? Thank you all for coming. Goodbye.
What's going on? What's in the report? I knew the report was gonna reveal something wrong, but I don't know what it is.
Get him out of the house if you can, but stand by with your additional officer.
Get the family out.
Yes, but not all of them. Would you?
Oh, come on, I need to hear.
Come on. But we must look a little closer.
Someone else did this?
And when we do, we see the donut hole has a hole in its center. It
What the heck?
Donut hole.
A what?
And our donut is not a hole at all.
Look, I understand that this is amusing for you.
Why was I hard?
Yeah.
Someone fishing for a crime to reverse the will, Blanc. Come on.
No, this happened before the will.
Red. So yes. Now, with the entire solution in my field of view, the arc of this case is a tragedy of errors.
His whole head is in the donut hole.
Mr. Hugh Ransom Drysdale, you might tell us all why you hired me.
You're not just gonna throw away your fortune.
No, I'm giving it to Marta. All of it.
Wow.
You're a Brazilian nurse. Are you goddamn insane?
Brazilian.
I'm feeling an overwhelming sense of
Clarity.
Clarity.
That he had to make do for himself from here on out.
Oh.
Exactly.
He made her give him the wrong dose? The wrong medicine somehow?
You used the syringes in the kit to switch the liquids and the 2 medication vials. And, as a final precaution, you took the naloxone.
Oh. So he killed himself for nothing?
When I got them mixed up, I accidentally switched them back, so
He was
I
fine,
gave Harlan.
The correct doses.
as shown in the tox reports.
Accidentally. How'd you know this was the morphine?
I just knew.
You knew because there is the slightest, almost imperceptible differences of tincture and viscosity between the 2 liquids. Gave him the correct medication because you are a good nurse.
Wow.
If Harlan had listened to you and called the ambulance,
Damn.
he would be alive today.
Damn.
Ransom, are you back again already?
Oh.
Are you back again already? 'Cause
Again.
earlier that night,
This is stupid with 2 O's. You don't have a shred of evidence.
the anonymous hiring of me.
You know a crime has been committed by Miss Cabrera. You need her to be caught for it. You cannot reveal how you know.
Benny, look, I hear what you're saying, but just
The body is discovered
He's so into
early
it.
the next morning. You know the house will be empty, and that is why you missed the funeral. There is
Oh.
no one, or so you think.
Fran.
So why did you send it to me?
She didn't. She sent it to Ransom.
And he forwarded it. Oh,
Mr.
shoot.
Drysdale,
He still thinks Marta has given Harlan the tampered drugs. A blood tox report will prove her
Wow.
guilty. He now realizes that Marta has committed no crime, and the tox report will prove her innocence.
Damn.
You decide you are in.
Destroy all evidence of Marta's innocence.
Wow. Of her innocence. Why would you meet him alone? Oh no. And
Hugh did this. Because you made the help call you Hugh.
Hugh did this.
Because you're an asshole.
Oh.
Would have worked. We hadn't have brought you in for questioning.
Wow.
Not one of Marta, but not outplayed you once again.
By having a kind heart.
Oh. By saving her.
Fran's life.
Oh.
Though it meant her losing the inheritance and going to jail.
Marta.
she didn't play your game.
That call? Is she
Yes.
dead?
Doctor, that's great news.
Okay.
We'll be there soon. Thank you. She's okay. She's ready to talk.
Our ancestral family home?
He bought this place in the 80s from a Pakistani real estate billionaire.
Blanc. Shut up! Shut up! That Kentucky Fried Foghorn Leghorn drawl. Yeah, I killed him, but I guess I didn't. I get arson for the building and a few other charges. With a good lawyer, which I have, I'll be out in no time.
You vicious little bitch.
She hasn't done anything wrong. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Fran's dead?
Fran's dead. And you just confessed to her murder.
Oh. Oh. Well, damn. She outplayed him in Go and in everything.
In for a penny.
Oh, you had the interview where there's a bunch of knives. The only truly good person in this. Oh. I thought it sounded weird, but I didn't. Oh my god. Shit.
Shit.
Yes. Wow. Oh, they even planted that earlier, talking about stage props and real knives, and oh my god. My house. Out. Fran's dead. Is he trying to bribe them right now? There's the message. It's time to tell. Yeah, there we go.
When did you know I had something to do with Harlan's death?
Oh, from the first moment you set foot in front of me.
Really? That was her tell? I was just anxious. Oh, the foot. The blood.
Remember.
I should help them, right?
Well, I have my opinion, but I have a feeling you'll follow your heart.
At least don't help the Nazi. Looking out from her balcony. Oh, lovely. My house, my rules, my coffee. Wonderful. Really, really wonderful film, and a lot of small details that I really liked. We'll get to those at the end, though, because at first I want to talk about all these characters and this winding, twisting story that's just so fun to delve into. And I actually took a class in college called Crime Scenes, where we read murder mystery literature. And the way this movie bucks a lot of the murder mystery trends and conventions are what makes it really stand out. Instead of following the eccentric detective, we follow who we think is the murderer, and yet we desperately want her to get away with it. And it's a really interesting way to shoot a film. And most of the reveals, at least early on, are reached not because of a clue giving the detective some kind of epiphany, but actually through flashbacks to events from Marta's point of view. And I'm actually very curious how sequels will play out, because Marta completely stole the show for me in this film. Like, all these big name actors, and she was the most compelling character in this movie by far. I didn't even know the actress's name until after watching this movie and looking it up, Ana de Armas. But the sequel, I think, is going to follow Benoit Blanc, and he's fine, I guess. Like, he's got that southern drawl, he's intelligent and observant for sure. And I especially like how he saw that bloody shoe and purposely didn't say anything about it, slowly trying to gather all information and evidence, trying to see who is willing to lie and who isn't. Good strategy during a murder investigation. It's good that he kept it hidden too, because Marta had just the tiniest bit of blood on one shoe from Harlan slicing the carotid artery. He knew that if she had done it, she would have gotten blood all over her, so it was impossible that she was the one who slit his throat. And but yeah, he was interesting, smart, but he wasn't a show stealer in this film. And I'm very curious how future films will hold up with featuring someone who wasn't the most interesting character from this film. I did enjoy his donut hole analogy, though. And inside the donut hole, there was another donut. And that donut hole had a donut hole. And our donut is not whole at all. Oh my god. Really funny. But yeah, this was a really great murder mystery. And I really need to watch more murder mystery films, I think. I'm not sure if this is the first one I've watched on my channel. But my favorite show for a very long time was Castle on ABC. Nathan Fillion, Stana Katic. I'm actually rewatching it with a friend right now, but it kind of got bad in the later seasons, but there were some of the greatest episodes of television sprinkled in throughout there. But the earlier seasons were fantastic. So yeah, I knew about the carotid artery spraying blood everywhere from Castle, and I knew from the start that Harlan slit his own throat since the blood splattered everywhere, and without being obstructed. Poor guy, though, Harlan, he cared so much for Marta that he did his best to help her get away with accidentally killing him. And I did have a little beef with the story. The biggest beef I had with the story was that he was a mystery writer. He knew that despite the slashing of his own throat, they were still going to complete the autopsy and find out that he was given too much morphine. So Marta definitely was going to get caught. Only, of course, Marta, in all her time, and as a caring person, instinctively gave him the right medicine, even though it was labeled incorrectly, and he was going to be fine if he just hadn't slit his own throat, which is really, really sad. But yeah, we see that he made the right choice when it comes to leaving his will. He might love his family, and we don't know how he raised them, but they're not good people, and they would have just pissed the money away and lived a life of not caring about people. And I mean, I've thought personally about what I would do if I were to strike it rich. Fat chance of that happening, but still something people I think just naturally daydream about. But I think most people daydream about what they'd buy or how they live. My daydreams are about like how I tackle government corruption and how much I'd have to hide my wealth from potential partners until I'm sure they're not after me for my money. And then how would I raise a child or children so that they don't grow entitled? So those are the things I kind of think about when it comes to having a lot of money, but well, now we get a place to live. But yeah, I think if I wound up having kids like Harlan, I'd wind up making a similar choice, leaving money to those who had been kind to me and not those who feel entitled to the money. And it didn't even feel like any of his relatives felt bad over Harlan's death, except maybe his mom, but you couldn't really tell though, because she was very, very old and very unexpressive because, I don't know, she was just not moving a lot. But yeah, I'm glad Blanc talked to Harlan's mom and offered her condolences. And she was still of sound mind, just couldn't see very well. I love how she caught both Ransom and Marta coming down after they were done with everything. So ridiculous. Really, really funny. We have Ransom. Ransom was the one behind everything. I mean, you have a nickname or a middle name like Ransom. Of course you're going to be the guilty party, right? Like I was talking about before with Castle, there was a suspect named Random, and Castle and Becca were like, that's random, which, yes, he was. Yes, it was. And, but yeah, name a guy Random, no wonder he turned to a life of crime. Ransom is even more that case. Granted, Ransom was just his middle name. And he had a yelling match with Harlan, found out he was going to leave, Harlan was going to leave all the money to Marta and cut off everyone else. And yeah, Ransom took matters into his own hand and switched the vials, took the naloxone out of Marta's bag. Just really quite diabolical stuff. And somehow he knew about the Slayer rule. I guess everyone in the family must be pretty familiar with everything to do with murder and different ways to kill people because Harlan was an incredibly successful mystery writer. So that kind of thing might have just run in the family almost. But yeah, Fran saw him messing around with the medicine earlier and blackmails him, and he kills her too, overdoses her in the same way, and then has Marta show up to frame her for that death as well. Which, I'm really frustrated because about Fran and why she would show up alone in that moment to blackmail Ransom. Like, I mean, I get that she was trying to blackmail him, but he can easily overpower you, and then Marta lies, telling Ransom that Fran will be fine. So he thinks he'll get off with just arson and attempted murder and admits to those crimes. But Marta throws up afterwards, revealing the fact that Fran is dead. And then he tries to kill Marta as well. In for a penny, in for a pound. So yeah, Ransom, total monster. But yeah, actually rich family and full of monsters. Richard's cheating on Linda. Linda accusing Marta of getting in with her father and even sleeping with him to get into the will. After saying that, oh, she's part of the family. It was all so fake. And Joni married into the family, stealing money by double dipping with the college tuition. Walter threatening to get Marta's mother deported. And his white supremacist wife and their little boy Nazi. I mean, the only one who even kind of looks okay in all of this is Meg. And even she lets her family of monsters know about Marta's mother's immigration status. So... And I didn't actually know what kind of murder mystery this was. I didn't know if it would have a happy ending, a tragic ending. So I didn't know who was going to get the money in the end, but I was like fingers crossed that the little boy Nazi didn't get any and that the rest of the Thrombey family didn't get any either. I really hoped that Marta would get it all and the family would get none. So it did work out for the best in the end. Oh, and Linda's snobbery at building her own company all on her own when it was so obvious that she had help, and then looking down at Walt for just taking over the publishing house of their father. And yeah, Walt's just wanting to make his father's books into movies against his father's wishes just over and over again. So yeah, very satisfied that in the end they have no control over anything anymore. Yeah, everybody looking back up at Marta from the ground level. Marta in control of everything, all assets, the house, the publishing empire, all of it. I mean, I wish more good people wound up getting money in real life, but doing the right thing doesn't tend to lead to the level of financial success that the Thrombeys enjoyed most of the time. And yeah, like I mentioned before, Marta is the star of this movie. Even Blanc says that she makes it out of all of this because she's always made the kind, caring choice, which is a little cheesy, sure, but if the world had more Martas, the world would be in a much better place. And yeah, she gives Harlan the right drug just by instinct from caring so much as a nurse, from being a good nurse. And she doesn't want to leave Harlan no matter what when she thinks he'll die. She only leaves once he slits his own throat. He forced her hand, trying to get her to leave. And I mean, she wanted to come clean for so much of the film, and I believe she would have if it wasn't for the fact that doing so would expose her mother to deportation. And yeah, Marta also arrives on the scene of Fran's murder and chooses to save her instead of running. So yeah, she always makes the compassionate choice, which I appreciate so much. And the last act that she has in this film to entrap Ransom by lying about Fran's well-being, quite genius, saying Fran's alive so that he cops to crimes that aren't all that serious. and then the faithful, inevitable projectile vomit revealing the truth. Fran is dead and just confessed, and Ransom just confessed to the murder of Fran. And I'm very curious how they shot that last scene with her vomiting on Chris Evans, because it's not like, wow, Chris Evans is so dedicated to the role. He just stood there and actually got vomited on. No, like, I'm very curious if they just like threw some soup on him or something and made it seem like Marta threw up on him through the magic of editing or something. But yeah, I know, given the type of person Marta is, that she'll make sure Meg can finish out college. I think Meg, overall, she's a good person who made a mistake, a very big mistake. So, I don't know. I think she's clearly not the same as the rest of her family. And I'm sure Marta will also take care of Harlan's mother as well. And she won't have to worry about her own mother being deported anymore. So, very, very happy ending we get. And I enjoyed the conclusion of some class politics and immigration politics in this movie for sure. I hope some people can take it as a sign not to do horrible shit like Richard did, or I think it was Richard, or it might have been Waltz, roping Marta in to make their point about how she came in legally, she did it the right way. A lot of big talk for people who were born with the biggest silver spoons up their ass. So yeah, hopefully people will be a little bit more hesitant before they say stuff like this in real life. It'd be preferable if they were more compassionate and just had a change of heart too, but that kind of thing it's the kind of thing that I think it takes a while for public opinion to shift. And I mean, there's so much hypocrisy going on with that line of thinking as well, because the United States is responsible for so much of the destabilization in Central and South America. We try to topple regimes, we fund coups, just horrible, horrible foreign diplomacy. And then even our domestic policy with guns running rampant contributes to the violence down there as well. Like, around half the guns in Central and South America are smuggled in from the US because of how lax our gun laws are here. It's so easy to get a gun and then so easy to smuggle them over. And then conservatives who have no idea what they're talking about rail against people who are coming here seeking asylum when we're the ones who caused the problem in the first place. So yeah, seeing these rich people get what's coming to them in this film is very, very satisfying after the way they treat people. Plus the aforementioned assholeness they displayed throughout the film. I was nervous for all the anger directed at Marta when the will was opened up, but I was also reveling in their panic as well. And I really liked how the subplots work in this film as well. So many good details that get wrapped up very, very nicely. Every one of Harlan's children recall the birthday party for the detectives and for Blanc. And in every one of their accounts, they're the ones standing next to him while he's blowing out the cake. All of them wanted to seem like the perfect child. They're very concerned with face and public perception. And yeah, we know at the end that Blanc noticed the blood on Marta from the start, but doesn't say anything about it. And he'll often say something like, something is afoot, or the game is afoot, which of course can be attributed to Sherlock Holmes, but I think Blanc was being, I don't know, he was just playing around with words for his own satisfaction and dropping hints for the audience that he knew all along, so that's cool. And then the baseball, wonderful little detail, because Robert finds the letter that Harlan was going to write to his daughter and sees that it's blank and thinks that, oh, it's just an empty threat. And then he throws the baseball out into the field out of frustration or anger or whatever. And Blanc throws the ball for the dog. The dog brings it back to Linda by the end of the film, who brings it back to Harlan's study and therefore finds the letter. And in true mystery writer fashion, it's freaking a hidden letter that only shows when you hold a lighter under it. I've actually never been sure if it's the heat that does it or the carbon dioxide or what, but suffice to say, very nice detail. And yeah, really enjoyed the multiple things that are happening in this film. And then there's the Thrombies and their professed love for Marta. Like, all of them turn on her. All of them do. And before Harlan dies, they all talk about how they all love her and how she's part of the family. Yet none of them really know anything about her. I think when all of them talk about her home country, they all list a different country. Ransom referred to her as a Brazilian nurse. I think I heard Colombia in there too, which they don't even get a chance to know her. They don't even take the effort to know her, but just refer to her as family because that's the nice thing to do. That's what you should do. And yet when it's revealed that the money's been left to her, one of them called her an anger baby, meaning that she was born here to give her parents a better shot at citizenship, which, I mean, first of all, anchor baby is such an insulting term, and then second of all, it means that some of them already knew that, or I mean, they might have just said it just to insult her, and I don't even know, because some of them were under the impression that she was born here or that she came legally, which I mean, she was born here, but her mother came. They thought her mother came. I don't know. They were just being asses, but everything gets wrapped up really nicely too. The hanging thread, who hired Blanc, is extremely important and just keeps coming back around, and it's such a nice little thing. Great tool for the film. And then there's also Marta's inability to lie without puking. It's a horrible, horrible condition. I feel bad for her, and I don't know if it's psychosomatic or what, but as a device for a murder mystery, where she has so much to hide, it's so fascinating. So yeah, congratulations to Rian Johnson for making a great film. I originally thought it was a Netflix film. Apparently, it actually did come out in theaters. I don't know why I thought that, but looking forward to the sequels, which probably won't be called Knives Out. I don't know, because I think it was only called Knives Out because of the line that Blanc says about how all these guys, all the Thrombies are like knives out trying to gut Marta. So I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, fantastic film. I'm going to give it a 9.5. I think it just barely missed being a 10, but really enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed my reaction to it. Let me know if there are other good murder mysteries I should watch. I've seen Sherlock the show up to season 3. I haven't watched season 4 for some reason. I don't know why, but I haven't seen Sherlock the movies with Jude Law and Robert Downey Jr. I've seen, what was it? The What's in the Box? What's in the Box? Seven. That was a lot of fun. And yeah, I've read a lot of murder mysteries and I've watched a lot of Castle, but I haven't actually watched too many murder mystery films. And yeah, anyway. Oh, I was actually, one more thing before I end this video. I realized I actually have seen Chris Evans as a non-cap role when he was in Snowpiercer. It was a long time ago and I kind of forgot what he's like in that, but so it was like, this was a nice introduction to what he was like outside of like an action role. Anyway, I actually would love to talk about this movie much more, but my throat is super dry. I'm sleepy. So yeah, full reaction on Patreon in the link in the description below. We've got early movie reactions there as well. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, friends.